So now we're going to look at one of the manoeuvres on the driving test, which I call the right reverse. It's pulling up on the right hand side of the road, reversing back 1 or 2 car lengths and then driving off. On the driving test, they tend to do it on a road with light traffic, so you may get cars coming towards you. While you're on the right hand side of the road, if there's traffic coming towards you on that side, keep the car stationary, so anyone coming towards you can go round you as a stationary vehicle rather than a moving vehicle, because it's safer and easier. So you must be stationary when they're coming past you. So with this manoeuvre, it's quite common to do it in sections, like do it a foot, stop, a couple of feet, stop, another couple of feet, stop, depending on the traffic flow. You don't have to be stationary while vehicles are coming down on your left side, because if you were driving forward you wouldn't stop. So, you know, unless you've actually veered across a little bit and you're worried about being, you know, slightly on the wrong side of the road. Incidentally, if you do veer towards the curb and you think you're going to hit it, or you do veer towards the left side of the road, you know, you're not allowed to do that. You can't hit the curb and you can't go on the wrong side of the road for obvious reasons. It's just not safe. So if you feel like you can't control it anymore going backwards, stop, pull forwards, straighten up, even up your distance left and right, and then come back again. So remember, you can do corrections on all of your maneuvers. So I'm going to move across now and just talk you through how we'll do it. So again, moving off, prepare the car, observe, won't bother with the signal, no one about, and then we move off. Now I'm going to pull up on the side. Now someone's come in, so that's quite interesting. So I'm just going to stop here. This isn't actually where I want to stop, and do remember that choose the place you pull up wisely. Now I've stopped because of that oncoming vehicle. I can't keep driving towards them, but now I'm actually going to tidy this up and stop in a better position, which is where the raised curb is. Remember, when you're pulling up and moving off, that you need to pick somewhere that's safe and is legal and is not inconveniencing people. So make sure that you're not blocking driveways, you're not on yellow lines, red lines, zigzag lines. Is there a vehicle on the other side that is going to be also causing an obstruction as you drive past it? Remember, you need to leave enough room for a fire engine to get through. So if you're reversing back, are you going to block the road up because there's a vehicle already parked on the other side? So watch out for that. Equally, another thing that catches people out is that they park too close to a junction. So whether you're doing this manoeuvre or just pulling up on the left, you can't stop within 10 meters, which is about 3 car lengths from a junction. So choose where you park carefully. So now I'm going to prepare, observe and move. So I want reverse gear. Now, if I was driving off forwards, we would check the least busy side first and the busiest side last. The busiest side really is the road side. Now equally, we're going to reverse back as well, so I'm going to now check round the least busy side and over my shoulder for the most busy side, and I'm going to reverse back. Now on the driving test, the examiners tend to prefer if you look over your shoulder out the rear window. If you're looking over your shoulder, you'll capture, or you'll see everything on the left side plus behind you. If you just use this mirror that only really frames the rear window, and the brain doesn't make much sense of it either. It makes much better sense to the brain if you're looking in a direction that you're going. So you really want to look round over your shoulder, and the examiners will be expecting to do that on the test. Also checking there for oncoming traffic in case you need to stop, and also keeping an eye on the curb. And if we're getting too close to the curb, I suggest very small movements on the steering wheel. So as a clock face goes, maybe 10 minutes one way until you've moved away from the curb, and then 10 minutes back the other way. So we're not doing wild big loops of steering to do a correction, because you could swing out too far on the other side of the road or swing and hit the curb. So the examiner will tell you when you've gone far enough. When you've gone far enough, you can put the handbrake on and put it in neutral, but it doesn't matter. You can just hold it on the foot brake, and I'll say to you, okay, thank you, drive on when you're ready. And let's prepare, observe, checking the least busy side, checking around and checking the busiest side, and then moving off. And on the driving test, we'll just carry on down the road and continue with the test.